festival is over!
You have to stay calm. What does it matter anyway? Teachers always arrive late.
All teachers, except one. Lord Vader.
But now we have gym class. What does Lord Vader have to do with it?
Today the gym teacher is absent. We have Vader as substitute.
What? And you're just telling me now? What are you waiting for? Move on! Do you have any idea how to dress up for tomorrow's party?
Shut up! This is not the time to discuss this.
Why not?
The teacher is still putting the picture on the board. I was thinking of dressing as a Harley Quinn. What do you think so?
I think it's time you shut your mouth and let me teach you a lesson. What are you seeing on the board?
The poet William Blake.
Yes, Lally. Exactly.
How does she always stay one step ahead of us?
Maybe because she listens to the lessons instead of eating the chewing gums. Right, Mr. Francis? For those who don't know, and I have the impression that only Lally knows, this is William Blake, a poet born in London on 28 November 1757. He was the third of 7 children, 2 of whom lost their lives during his childhood. His father, James, was a hosiery salesman. William Blake studied at the Royal Academy of Art, and over the years he developed a belief in the power of imagination. The Bible has always been a source of great inspiration for him. And today, among his works, we will deal with the one on chimney sweeps. In this image we can see that the child's face is covered in ash. He is barefoot. His hair are dirty. His clothes are dirty too. And he is holding a chimney duster in his hand. In your opinion, why were many children forced to work as chimney sweeps?
Because their families were poor.
Exactly. And for this reason, children were often sold in order to have a little more money and one less mouth to feed. Now I'll read you a small excerpt from the poet Blake's poem on this topic. When my mother died, I was very young, and my father sold me, while yet my tongue could scarcely cry, "Whip, whip, whip, whip." The story that is told by Blake in the poem clearly tells the complicated living conditions of children chimney sweeps. You will have to read it at home and do all the exercises related to the topic. I will quiz you next week.
But it's a lot of stuff.
However, if any of you feel too burdened with stuff to study, I can always not question them.
Thanks, teacher.
And directly put a 4 on the register.
But teacher...
Silence! I don't allow this attitude in my class. This is the last time it happens. In that period, children not only worked as chimney sweeps, but often worked in factories, living in mushrooms, little cities near the factories. They often worked with machinery, as their little hands could touch parts of the machines that adults couldn't touch, and they were often beaten, because being small and weak, it was easier to pick on them. However, adults were also beaten and mistreated if they were late to work. There are still many exploited children today. There is an organization that protects children's rights. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, NCRC, the acronym. Non-discrimination, putting the child's best interest first, the right to life and development, and respecting children's opinions. These are just a few key rights in the UNCRC. And you will have to carry out research on this topic, which will also be evaluated. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
What a struggle to teach in that class. Next time, in addition to questioning, I have to start the First World War.
Each class has its strengths and weaknesses. Just look at the bright side. We just need to find their merits and strengthen them, Lord Vader.
I was thinking that anyway. Almost all of us already have a mask on our heads. Just dress as usual.
Francis, you can dress up like a jester.
I prefer Harley Quinn.
You can always dress as a chewing gum.